In addition, a lot of you have been hearing the affiliates complaining about a lack of diversity on the news team.
What in the hell's diversity?
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Ron, I would be surprised if the affiliates were concerned about the lack of an old wooden ship.
Previously, on the G-Men in the Sea, Marc and Noah went to Union Island to master kiteboarding, where they challenged the cousins to catch a shark by its tail. In part 2, the G-Men in the Sea, we went off to Panama, where we stayed on Kobe Island, a deserted island which was a former prison. We went there to see the sharks, and we did. We saw sharks, frogfish, and of course, a giant whale shark. If you're a diver, you're in heaven. If you're a non-diver, you're in hell. Handed him the cash, and we got the keys to our pickup. Pick up a couple of tanks, and then you walk off the pier for your orientation dive. And then there was the G-Men in the Sea, Part 4, Down Under, Marc's lifelong dream. Part 5, the G-Men in the Sea, Diversity. It's not an old wooden ship. We chose this trip to Indonesia because of its diversity. Its diversity of people, its diversity of religion, the diverse group of divers we will meet, and the many species above and below the water, and of course the liveaboard, MSY Seahorse, which really is an old wooden ship. Noah and I traveled halfway around the world with layovers in some of the largest, most spectacular airports in the world. We cashed in our dollars for millions of rupees. The adventure began, and the second we landed in Jakarta with a negotiated $350,000 taxi ride to the hotel. The room cost a modest $8 million for the 30 hours we needed to be there before we left for Serang. While in Jakarta, Noah suggested a short 5-mile walk to the antique bazaar. So we filed our plan with the front desk, asked if it's safe. They suggested it was as long as we stayed on the sidewalk, and with the help of GPS, found our destination. We soon realized that Jakarta has a lot of traffic, thousands of scooters and virtually no traffic lights. It's the ultimate game of chicken. The antique bazaar was full of shops selling old used suitcases in all shapes and sizes, imitation watches, and some carved wooden figures, most likely made in China. Fortunately, logic prevailed, and we took a much safer cab ride back to the hotel and finished off a few in the pool before dinner. With not much to do, we headed back to the airport for a flight to Serang. Upon landing Serang, Noah used his PMJ negotiating skills and found us a cab ride for a mere $200,000 to take us the 5 miles to the Kashiwa Valley Beach Resort. Check-in was easy. 2 American men checking into a hotel predominantly in a Muslim country. After dinner, the waiter asked me what my friend and I would like to eat for breakfast. I told him my son and I are the G-Men from the sea, and we're on a dive trip, and we'd like breakfast at 8. The days blended together, and at 10 a.m., 3 days, and 10,000 miles later, the dive boat driver picked us up to join the boat. We were welcomed to Indonesia by Jerome, the cruise planner, who brought the boat to us. Following a brief orientation, Noah and I introduced ourselves to the diverse group of divers. First was Attila by way of Amsterdam, then Francisco and his wife and twins, the Packers from Green Bay, Batista from France via Mexico, and Wolfgang from Germany. The boat was clearly divided by halves, the haves and the have-nots, and by that I mean those that have cameras and those that don't. We left the internet behind and started our tour from the pilot house, equipped with the latest technology and charged, to the dive area in the bow. There was a spacious amenity deck with plenty of lounge areas for all. Our cabins were well appointed with individual beds and water lever portholes. All the dives are organized at 7, 11, and 3 p.m. with an optional night dive. Jerome always presented the dive plan 30 minutes prior to the dive.
The event is running like this, but slow for us. So we're gonna start over there until we decide.
So off they went, the G-Men in the sea, Marc with his camera in one hand, flashlight in the other. Noah brought his expertise of diving and the diversity of the sea. Raja Ampat is the fish soup of the world. rich with schools of fish as thick as pea soup. Noah the brave one, dressed in all black, tries to swim with the fishes, both large and small. Come sail away into the abyss with 3,000 psi of nitrox and a computer to drift with the currents like a manta ray.
Dock and set sail, shall we, boys? As the son of a sailor, I went out on the sea for adventure, expanding the view of the captain and crew, like a man just released from indenture. As a dreamer dreams and a traveling man, I've chalked up many a mile, read dozens of books about heroes and crooks. Hell, I learned much from both of their style. Son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of the jailer. Now way in the near future, southeast of disorder, you can shake the hand of the mango man as he greets you at the border.
And the lady, she hails from Trinidad, island of the spices, with salt for your meat, cinnamon sweet, and the rum is for all your good vices.
You got to haul the sheet in as we ride on the wind that our forefathers harnessed before us. Hear the bells ring as the tide rigging sings. It's the son of a gun of a chorus. So where this all ends, I can't fathom, my friends. If I knew, I just might toss out my anchor. But I'll cruise along, always searching for songs. Not a lawyer, thief, or a banker. I'm still the son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor. The seas in my veins, my tradition remains. I'm just glad I don't live in a trailer. I'll take the deck of the ship anytime. Sail on, Gardner McKay. Sail on, Freddie Neal. Sail on, George Harrison.
If you've got yourself a dream, work hard. Believe in yourself, because I know dreams can come true. I'm sailing away, set an open open sea. 'Cause I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try. Your turn. Yeah, we're gonna carry on, are we? We're gonna carry on. Reflections in the waves spark my memory. Some happy, some sad. I think of childhood friends and the dreams we had. We had dreams. We lived happily forever. So that story goes. But somehow we missed out on that pot of gold. But we'll try best that we can. From your heart. Again.